Alright guys, welcome back to the video. Today is the day we start a different little project that we've been trying to get going for about 2 months now, but Keith will tell you more about that because Whipple held his parts hostage forever, I think, right Keith?
Well, yeah, I mean, with everything that's going on in the pandemic, it was understandable, but they, they were having some problems getting some housings, but it's all put together now, and it's all done. I put all the parts in the car.
Let's go check it out. Oh, the parts are in the car. They sure are. Well, the parts definitely are in here.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty stacked. I mean, that's all like the...
Oh, so the parts are in the car. They're not installed in the car.
Not installed, just in, right. These are the part of the headers, that intake that we're not so sure about, intercooler.
Yeah.
All that other stuff, and then...
I thought just a... Oh, wow. Yeah. You got some good stuff in here. What's that big black thing back there?
I don't know. I think that's, that's the most important part, I think.
Yeah, wow, look at this thing.
Oh, that's for the E85. You know, we got to test the E85 before we put it in, make sure it's okay.
Yeah. Then you got, what is this here?
Those are the oil pump gears. That's our job today.
We're doing that.
We're getting down to this. These are
look at all the fuel line we got here. Are we going to upgrade the fuel system as well?
Yeah, to a full return
8
fuel.
plugs, one per, well, this is a 6-cylinder right now.
Yeah, but those puppies go in today.
Yep. And then we got a couple fuel pumps here. So we're gonna put you guys on a time lapse of us unloading all the stuff into the garage here. We'll walk you through what we got. Give it one last start up while it's all on motor. Let me hear this thing. All right, now I'm deaf. That's good enough. You can shut it down. Let's open the hood here.
Now I'm deaf.
Now I'm deaf. Open the bonnet, as they say. Where the fuck? I'm not a Mustang guy. Where the hell's the thing? Here it is. Struggling already.
Got it?
Well, I'm really struggling. All right. All right, here we go. All right, so this is the factory 5.0. The
old Coyote.
Is it the Coyote?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is the last time it's gonna look like this.
The last time it's gonna look like this. It needs to be cleaned, so this is a perfect opportunity. We'll just take it apart to clean it. Yeah, that's all. We'll take everything off, you know, the intake and all the other stuff. So yeah, I mean, this is the last look at the stock engine bay here. I took the kids, the family, for a little ride last time.
Yeah.
Last time stock. They're pretty excited. They're gonna stop by this morning and check out the progress.
That's cool.
I think
your dad's gonna come by too?
Yeah, you know.
Well, guys, these are the boxes, and whatever this big thing is here, there's a supercharger on it. I don't know where that goes, but
yeah, so we got injector dynamics, 1050 injectors, 2 465 fuel pumps, I think.
465s, yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Plugs, brass IAT sensor for E85, full return fuel system, and injector or Dynamic X fuel manifold.
What's in that white box there, a little one?
I think this is the fuel manifold.
Oh, that's the fuel one? Okay.
Yeah, this is Division X fuel hat.
All right. What else we got? Got the headers here, huh?
Corsa headers.
All right.
Boundary, racing pump, oil pump gears.
Yeah. I see the fuel system there, the wiring for the rewire there. Yeah.
Lower thermostat, temperature thermostat.
Wow.
Obviously intercooler, whole stage 2 Whipple setup. So Gen 5 stage 2 Whipple setup.
Yep. So
the only thing we're not
Whipple Supercharger.
The only thing you and I we're having a little bit of problems with, and any of the viewers out there that know anything about this, we're gonna go with Lund is who's gonna do the tune for us.
Right.
And I've been talking to them about getting all this together, and they're a little concerned about the intake. They're saying
now who makes this intake?
So this is Whipple's Cobra Jet intake. I mean, look at the size of the
for the throttle body.
The throttle body is ridiculous.
But their concern is that this intake is really for a track car, and this, you know, as we know, is going to be a driver. I'm not going to drive it every day, but it's going to be not really a track car.
Right.
And they're concerned about it having some idle issues and stuff like that. And I don't want people making fun of me thinking I stalled the car out or anything. Yeah. So I don't know if we're going to end up using this or not, but...
Well, we have a different intake that came as well.
Yeah,
I think it's...
I haven't opened it yet, but it's in this box here. I have no idea what it looks like. We can look at it together.
Yeah, take a look. See what we got. I want to see the size difference, you know? Oh, it's like a factory.
Yeah,
okay.
it's just a factory one, I guess. Yeah, and he said that the tuner at Lund that I've been talking to, Tyler and Brandon, they're saying that this factory kit one is good for 800 horse easy.
Wow.
No
okay.
problem. So
yeah. And here's the actual supercharger itself. Then works the magic.
the man, the jammer.
That's it. You know, Whipple. And this is the stage 2, you said. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is their most current at this time.
The Gen 5, you said.
The Gen 5 of this version.
Wow. All right. Well, might as well get started here.
Let's do it. Let's start tearing some stuff
apart. What do you think?
Man.
Get
I'm
ready?
excited. Let's make it happen.
Did you sleep at all last night?
No.
No.
Not at all. Not at all. I was putting all these parts in the car.
All right, guys. We're going to start on taking this monster apart here. I think we may even consider, I don't know, if we get to the point where it's necessary to remove the hood, we'll do it. But, you know, only if it's necessary. You know, we'll see what happens. I mean, it might be easier putting the supercharger on when we get to that point to put take the hood off, you know. But we'll see how it goes. I don't want to go disturbing, you know, the hood for no reason, the alignment and all that shit. So, but I want to get into it now, and we, you know, as we get into, you know, further in, if we see anything compelling, we'll give you an update. All right, guys, with the lower panel removed, and Keith was complaining of a musky smell in his car.
Dude, I got in it the other day. I've been driven in a couple weeks. I was like, man, it smells kind of musty in here. I don't know what it is.
And then we dropped the lower panel. What do we have?
The first casualty.
The dead bird. That was in Keith's lower air dam thing here, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, that was your smell, Keith.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Nice, huh?
You're gonna clean that up?
No, that's you. So we got the lower valance piece off here, and all right, we'll just stop and show you guys that. So here we go, moving onward. All right, Keith, tell them where we're at.
All right, well, we got the air box
box
off,
out, yeah.
and we got the degas coolant box off. We're gonna take a couple more hoses off. Oh, I forgot to mention too, I should have mentioned earlier on when we were going through the parts.
Yep.
I ordered all of the parts through Lethal Performance, and those guys down there were awesome. They were super helpful through the whole process and, and helped us pick the right thing.
Lethal.
Lethal.
Yeah.
And
they're lethal.
Lethal and Lund.
That's it.
So I don't know, man. So it's gonna take. I think the whole coolant hoses come off. We're gonna take.
Yeah, that's
that
next.
off.
We're gonna get that next right now.
Anyway.
This one definitely is coming off your set. We got to take that
we're
one back
definitely
off.
taking that off.
How do you rate the directions on this kit?
Oh, they're fine. Yeah, I haven't had we haven't had any issues so far. I mean, of course, everybody reads things and sees things on YouTube, everywhere else, and there's some spots where they say it's not clear, but by now there's been so many of these.
Speaking of things that aren't clear, look at those bolts we got to get through for those headers down there. We got the bolts for the headers are tucked away down here, guys. That's going to be quite the mission to get that done. But
well, I figure we'll do it when the valve covers, like when we're like taking off.
Yeah.
Get all this stuff out. And, maybe when we get down to the oil pump gears, there'll be a little bit more room.
Oh, we got a lot to take apart today. This is not going to be a one-day job. This will be over the next 2-3
Sundays,
weeks or Sundays, whatever. We're only out here every Sunday, so got
real jobs.
Yeah. We're not running automotive repair shop out of our house. No, not even close.
Not auto. Not auto repair shop.
All right, guys, back to it. Here we go.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
All right, guys, we're here. We're about 2 hours in.
Was it that long?
Yeah, we started at 9. It's 11.
Holy crow.
And Keith has almost fully disassembled the front of the engine, right, buddy?
Yeah, we got the thermostat housing off, or radiator hoses off.
Yeah.
Get these belts off, get that...
We took the hood off so that more light could come down,
so you guys can see better.
so you guys can see better. Yeah, that's the main objective. I'm trying to remove this thing, and it goes back to the firewall. There's one 10mm nut that's on like an inch-long stud. It's like impossible to get off. Have no luck. And Keith's over here spilling antifreeze everywhere.
Yeah, well, you know, helps us walk around a little
Hey,
bit.
if you want to change your sway bar while we're here, it's probably easier.
Okay, we should do that.
Yeah, order it right now. But we're getting there. What's next, Keith? What's the instructions say?
Oh, there's instructions?
Well, I thought you knew that there was.
Well, so the deal is like the instructions do not include oil pump gears. So
Yep.
we're kind of diverting. We're diverting from the instructions at some point to do these oil pump gears.
Yep.
Everything up to this point has pretty much been what Whipple, suggests for the
Install.
stage 2, but they don't give you instructions on the oil pump gears, so we're kind of flying a little blind on that. I mean,
Well, we can find the information. That's on YouTube.
Yeah,
the how-to and all that stuff.
We're
So.
finding a lot of information on
But
that.
making progress. It just takes a while doing a job like this. As Keith once said, once you do something stupid like this, it takes a little extra. So.
Yeah, that's true.
But we're getting there. I mean, when it's all put together and running, 850 horsepower.
We'll forget about this.
Well, this will be a thing of the past. So.
This too will pass.
That's right. We're getting there. So. But I'm gonna try and get that little nut back there off. That long.
Took a couple deep breaths. You ready to try again?
It's hard because everything. What Keith isn't telling you is that the 2 jobs I had to do so far, amongst everything else, that get this hose off down here, which was impossible. Everything that's like tucked away in the corner of this section of the car, it's my responsibility. We can't fit your hands.
Listen, we're just going one by one, and we're alternating. And it was your turn to get the tough ones. I can't help that. I can't help
The
it.
next tough one's all yours.
Listen, we'll just go back and forth.
All right, guys, let's get you some more footage of this install here.
Rich, this was the hardest thing. Did you?
That was an hour worth of labor because this goes to the firewall and it was like this, and there was a stud going through here and the stud was painted, had a nut on it, and it was like an inch-long stud to get the nut off.
And what did you say? This makes sound in the car?
It brings sound inside the car, from what I was told. Like, it just makes sound because there's no sensors going there. There's no sensors on there. It was attached to the intake.
We don't need that.
No, get rid of that. Give an update what you're doing here, Keith, on the front end.
Took the water pump pulley off, and just kind of looking at where we're going to go from here. But probably gotta take off the what's this? The crank pulley.
Crank pulley, yeah. The goal is to get the front cover off the engine.
Yeah. So behind I have a feeling the oil. No, I don't think the water pump's got to come up. But this timing cover right here, all these bolts right here, that whole thing has to come off to reveal the timing chains and tensioners, all that stuff. So all that's going to have to come off too.
This is all just to get the oil pump gears.
Yeah, because the oil pump is behind the gear.
The front cover.
Well, not only behind the cover, but behind the timing chains.
Wow.
So get moving from here. But now that piece is off, we're going to crank down.
Yeah, now we're going to go. So, all right, guys, here we go. All right, Keith, what time is it?
I think this thing comes off, baby.
This is the, what's connected back there? Anything significant, or? The instructions said it comes right off.
There's definitely a connection back there.
Holding on. Oh, these injectors still plugged in. Hang on a second.
And this too, I think, is going to come off. Oh yeah, those injectors. And this one back here too. But
Hang on. Get these injectors unplugged.
and hit me on this plug if you can reach that one too.
Which one's that?
This one right here. How's that one come off?
I don't know. Let's try lifting it, guys. See what happens. Maybe it's easier to do like as it comes forward. I don't know.
See it? I'm definitely hooked up on this thing, I think, right here.
That thing there. Got that? All right, now let's see what we got. Uh-oh, the injector's just pulled out.
Well, we don't need those anymore.
All right, back to the drawing board.
Yeah,
Let's see what we got here. We'll go back to the drawing board. I know there's got to be another connection back there. Hang on, guys. All right, Keith, the IMRC connectors have been unplugged.
all right.
Go ahead and lift that bad boy. What's that, 150 pounds, I think?
Yeah, about 17.
These were the plugs that were plugged in the back here. These white ones. There's one on this side, one on that side, and two went to the back of the unit. So that's why it was so hard to come off. But the
Oh man, we're deep.
we're deep.
I definitely did not think I'd ever see this part of the engine when I bought this car.
Well, now you did. So yeah. What's next?
I don't know.
Are you stop and enjoy the moment?
Yeah. I guess. Maybe we gotta go back to the destructions.
I say we say fuck it, put the whole thing back together.
Yeah. Okay, this is a hard project.
Is that a hole in the block over there? What is that? It is a hole in the block.
Yeah, looks man-made.
Look at that. See?
That's a Ford.
That's a Ford. Who cares? A little crack here, a little crack there, no big deal. All right, so it's what? What is it?
11:30.
11:45. 15 minutes to lunch break, Keith.
All right.
So you know.
What do we order?
You're gonna surprise me. I think. I don't know. Whatever it is gonna be, it's gonna be hot and tasting good. So
Okay.
with some, you know, seasonings and whatnot. So, but yeah, what step are we on?
48.
No.
Yeah, 48.
48.
Well, actually, we already did all that.
Yep. So it's got to be 49 now.
We have to clean the intake manifold to cylinder head surface using carb cleaner and acetone.
Oh,
And
nice.
install some tape over those ports so we don't get dirt down there.
Awesome.
So let's clean them up.
All right, guys, get back to you. right, guys, we're making our way through the process here. What do you think, Keith? Where are we at?
Valve covers are off. They were not very easy, and I think it's time to break for lunch.
Yep.
And, come back to this.
Yeah, valve covers are off, so.
And then
Next is what? The water pump and the front cover.
the front cover crank pulley.
Yep. We're getting there.
Yeah, I mean, really, after lunch, you should be able to get that done and get down to the oil pump gears. Like I said,
Timing chain off.
timing chain off.
Yeah. It's all big boy stuff.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about the timing, but we'll make it work.
You know what I always say, it ain't my car. All right, time for a lunch break. Get back to you. All right, guys, we got all the front cover bolts removed. Keith knocked that out. Now we're gonna go ahead and pull the front cover off to get to the what gear was it, Keith?
Timing
chain and the
oil pump.
Oil pump gear. So that's what's next. We're gonna try and lean on it now, see if it comes apart. I'm thinking you might need that
Pry bar.
the pry bar. Not even that. I think maybe a soft hammer, because they put silicone on here as well.
Yeah.
On both sides. You put that back on when we reinstall it later on. And yeah, now we're gonna get the old rubber mallet. See if it moves at all. Be careful of these things here. It sounds like it's moving. I know we got all the bolts out, so. All right, guys, when we get back to work, we'll give you an update. All right, Keith, tell me what's going on here.
We are past the point of no return. Well, we got the timing chains off. We moved the crank keyway to 12 o'clock first, then removed the tensioner and the guide and the chain, then moved the crank keyway to 5 o'clock, took off the tensioner, the guide, and the chain, and now we just removed the crank sprocket. And I think we're about to take the oil pump out. And
Taking the case off the oil pump now.
yeah, we're gonna take this whole case off, and the gears that we have to replace are inside.
Let's go look at those new gears real quick. Where'd you keep it?
Over here.
Look at the mesh you got in the fucking toolbox here.
This ain't your car. This ain't my bench.
That's right.
So these are the ones that go in. Now I think there's a top and a bottom. I think there's only one way to go in.
These are what, cryo treated?
They're billet.
Billet, okay.
They're billet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
That's where we're at. We're gonna go in.
all right.
All right. Next is removing the oil pump housing to change out the gears and reassemble.
Reassemble.
Put the timing chains back on exactly where they were.
Yep.
That's it. What do you think, Bill?
Yeah, I don't think these posts come out. Just these bolts that are around it.
Yep.
Take those out. I don't think she'd slide forward.
Bill says just those bolts, so that's what we're doing.
That's about it. All right, boys, we're back. We got Keith here.
What's going on, guys?
Yep, we just took apart the what's it called? The oil pump.
New gears are in.
New gears are in. Tell them, Keith.
These are the old ones.
Yep.
You can kind of see that they had some scoring going on there already. That's probably from me over revving it and all that good stuff. These are definitely a better material, but this was really the hard part. Is this pickup tube here attaches to the bottom of that oil pump, and everybody else that's been doing this is saying they just had to remove these 4 bolts on the front of the oil pan, but we had to remove pretty much them all to get it dropped low enough to be able to get that other pickup tube.
We had to drop the oil pan, basically. to get enough
And,
room to get that pickup tube bolts out. The one on the left was fine. The one on the right was the issue.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough room.
So now we're gonna put it back together and try to set this thing back up without messing up the timing.
And luckily, Keith knows where all these bolts go. So, yeah, we got this cover on. We're gonna put some more oil on the inside of this cover, right here. Oil that up, put that back together like so. Reinstall that on the car, put the oil pump back on, put the pickup tube back on that, and then reassemble the timing chains, the front case, and stuff like that. Then, as far as working on the block itself, will be wrapped up.
It's wrapped up. We're as deep as we need to go, and we'll just keep plugging along. I mean, we're debating on what the next steps are. Either
fuel or
pumps,
exhaust.
Exhaust, probably the exhaust.
Yep. I've been working on loosening the top of these exhaust bolts. There's 4 bolts on the top, 4 bolts on the bottom of the head, and just look at how close that exhaust manifold is to that head. That's how it came from the factory. It's like ridiculously close. I didn't get a good look at this side yet, but Bill said they're even just as close. Yep. That's gonna be hard to get out.
So I think we'll get this button back up, get the timing cover back on, get the oil pan back bolted up, and then we'll probably end this episode.
Yeah, that'll be for today. So we're gonna get back to work now, and we'll get back to you. All right, guys, we're ready to set this thing on. You ready, Keith?
I'm ready.
All right, Bill, hold the camera. You get us on here. Move this out of the way. Get this out of the way. Over there. All right, let's just set it on for test fit. Now let's try it. Oh, we got this. Yeah, that hose is in the way here. Like bend over here, look.
I bet you were supposed to take that hose off.
Oh well. Alright, proceed, Bill. Pass it over here. Alright, we had a couple of issues. We had to remove one hose and a couple other things. But we're gonna revisit that right now. Lift it back off. And we're not gonna get done today. Right, Keith? There's no way.
No way.
No way. As far as we're going for this week's video, and we're gonna come back at it next Sunday. See what we got to do, and we'll catch you guys in. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, and catch you guys next time.